I think the microphone works now. Thanks for your patience. So what we were doing, we were fetching that branch, and there is this test that doesn't seem to work properly, and so now we're going to try it out. This one here. So first of all, let's build this branch. I just wish this was not building the same packages twice. This... No, actually it's not anymore. Maybe that's great now. All right, so let's run this. I have a question for folk who were there the first time around without the microphone. What happened when I stopped the stream and then I restarted it? Was Twitch clear that the stream had restarted, or did you need to reload or figure that out in some other way? Please explain in the chat. One. Let's try to run this. All right, so this logic here has some issues in the sense that the open function is being called from an internal accessor function. And because it's so deep in the function here, we're not really seeing an error here very easily, I think. So let's see when that error is being checked. So it's been assigned in a lot of places. And then here we see this. Close. And then this. And then this one here. So let's see, when is this actually being called? Okay, is big. Alright, so it's being returned here. Then false. Then this. Alright, so there are places where the error is being returned. Interesting. And let's try it manually. This command does not fail. It could fail, but it does not fail. All right, so Q51 is saying good morning to you as well. So what I did to this test here was to change the path to a test data relative directory, because creating a temporary directory makes the output non-deterministic. And those examples need to have deterministic output. So let me try to understand what this command does. I'm going to try to run it on actual data. Doesn't work. It's not great, huh? let's keep this on the side. We're going to make a commit here with this data, and we're going to try to run the test suite, because there is a test suite here, and it's going to maybe instruct us what the problem is exactly. Come on. So it does seem to work. But how does it work? It does say set out. What is this? That's a usage. Parse flags. Parse flags, okay. Run E. And then result files. C.flags. File pattern. Args. Where is results being configured? Oh, all right, I see. That's where the I don't see why the command would write a file, would generate a file in something called results. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would it necessarily send its output file into that particular location? I don't see any flag here that says so. So maybe there's something about the merge log commands that I don't understand. Let's see. Printed std out. And the expected output lives in filepath.join result test case.name. Is that the case? Results. We have cases, test data path, that is this. Then we have all these files and they all have flags. And they all run somewhere. And then we have the output.buff. So we have here an output.buff. Oh, okay, I see. Now I understand. All right, okay, I was confused. Outbuff. Apparently, this is going to be set outwriter. So how does the outwriter work? use a string. If output writer return get out. Okay. Let's see where this is being implemented. Out or cd out. Get out. Okay, okay. So there is a set out and there is a run e. Oh, why is this? Why is this even writing its results into this out thing? Is it because the command itself is actually using its out function? That's possible. Let's see what it says. CMD out or CD out. Ah, that is where it works. Okay. Now I understand. All right. Nevertheless, I'm kind of confused why this here is not giving me any output, because there is data in this log file, if I'm not mistaken. There's plenty of data in this log file. And so why do I not get any output? This is super confusing, right? So because I am confused, I am going to switch branch to the master branch, rebuild a CockroachDB executable, and then we're going to compare the output. Maybe the fix in that branch has broken something, and we are going to compare and see what it says. Cool. So if I do this, also no output. This makes no sense. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Let's trace it. Does it even open the file? So I'm tracing all the system calls. So it is opening the file. Well, it's statting it. It doesn't open it. It's not even open. Oh yeah, well, if it doesn't open it, then of course it's not going to work. Oh, maybe I need to do git trace minus f. It's not f. How do I... Descendants. Sorry. Is that what I want? Cockroach. Why is it not there? Oh, because I'm a dummy. I erased my binary by asking ktrace to write into the file. Of course, it's not executable as a result. One question from Enginov. One not related question to the task. Are there any plans anytime soon CRDB to be built in 1.17? I don't know. Maybe? I mean, it probably builds already. We just haven't tested it. Have you tried? All right, so I think it works. I don't know what would be a problem. I think it will work. So what we see here is that the files don't get open. That's an issue. That is an issue. I don't know why it doesn't get open, but we are going to try and figure that out. What is going on with this? Push merge log, new merge stream from patterns. Find log files. Get log file info. Find string submatch index. Regular expression. Match string. Program group. Oh, okay, so it seems to not be satisfied with this. Maybe this would work better? Yes. Oh, interesting. Cockroach does not work. Oh. Oh. Maybe it takes a real file name. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was it. Ah, what a nuisance. So why does it not match this? And because the file pattern is here. File pattern. Where is the file pattern taking its third argument? So it is this o.program. Oh. Program is nil. Okay. And what is log.file pattern? It is file name pattern and it has, oh, okay. 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 Okay, I stand the problem. Recognizes file names that follows a particular file name structure. Let's renames the file as a test. All right. That was what we were doing. Count. All right. And we're going to call this missing format. All right. Test, and we are going to change this because that is not good. This out buff here is a liability because it doesn't restore it at the end. So we want something that is going to retrieve get out. Okay. Oh, wait, it's not exported. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Cool. All right, so we have here a corrected output. Now we can merge logs like this, and so it's going to be CLI test data. No, I'm not the right directory. Test data merge logs v1 missing formats and this one, and I don't need k-trace anymore, and I'm going to get a panic. So that was the problem that the bug fix is meant to fix, and now we're going to fix it. By the way, coming back to the question of Go 1.17, I don't know if Mgenov is still in the chat. I know that it built with 1.17, but it will break some SQL functionality. There is an issue about that. I'm going to show you the issue. I found it actually last week when I was reading the release notes from Go 1.17. That is this one. Issue 68578. If you compile with 1.17, then the inet type in SQL is not going to work properly. So here you are. Let's do again. Oops. And then we have it. Cool. All right. So this test is going to pass now. And it passes. Off we go. And we need to add this file. And then we can commit this. And then we can create a PR for Cameron. And it's not Cockroach, it's going to be Cameron. And then this. And then the base needs to be, what's the name again? Panic. Like this. All right. Now we can let Cameron process this. This is fine. This is probably going to be fine. This is an ongoing issue, and now we can look at this. Probably. Well, no, we don't want to go. We probably don't want to look at this. So we can work on our debug refactor. Cool. Cool. All right, so we want to do some cleaning up. We want to move certain commands to subdirectories. And once they are in subdirectories, we can then even move them to other subdirectories in other packages. So we're going to do that in multiple stages. We have here a little table that tells us which commands are doing what. Some of them are SQL clients and therefore can be moved into a sub-package rather easily because they don't use the RPC package. So the statement bundle and the doctor command can be moved likely to a different package. So let's see a little bit what doctor has to tell us. It's probably not using anything from the global namespace. So we're going to experimentally to create a subdirectory and move the file there. Well, actually, do you maybe want to maybe split that in multiple files? Oh, is there just one command here? So we have doctor examine and recreate. So make zipdia command, make cluster command. Oh, it's actually creating multiple commands. And then we have many commands here. Examine, fallback, deprecate command. What is deprecate command? We'll accept it. And then run doctor. Examine cluster, make a cluster command. That's the same. What's the difference between recreate cluster and examine cluster? Oh, the command name is specified here. Run doctor. All right. And it's called with the parents.name. It's not the best design, but I will accept it because it's not my job to look at this right now. Go. All right, let's create a directory for this. Okay, I just can't let this go. I have to shave this yak. It's important to clean up things when you see that they are not great. So this branching here, it's really especially suspicious. That here, recreate dump SQL. And then there is log.fatal. Falls through is default to examine. Deprecate command. I just don't understand why people would do it this way. Let's there is just no reason to do it this way. I am so confused. People don't understand closures. That's really what it is. People should really learn how to do functional programming. So we take this function, we duplicate it, and there are going to be two functions. One called run doctor is run doctor recreate. We don't need this. Then we don't need this. And then we have this. And then like this. I think. But that's not the right way. That's not the right place to have this. Where is run doctor being called even? It's here, right? In this place. And command name is a parent. It's so confusing. I'm just going to... this is so much simpler. Like this. And then we have a fun doctor examine. And then we have this. And then this. And then this. And then this. Okay, and then this. Ooh. Run doctor examine, run doctor recreate. And now we are going to take a command here. This is a function type. Okay. Func. Like this. Then is going to be a fn like this. Then this entire command can go away. And then fn like this. Like this. Let's try to build this. Missing return at end of function. Where did I do this? All right. And it also gets us one less dependency, which is always good. So that means that... oh no, I don't think it's going to change anything here. Let's look at the unit test. see. Yeah, much simpler this way. And now we can do the refactor PR. And we're going to move it. All right. And then we're going to change the package name. Like this. Then like this. And then like this. And then we have this maybe decorate gRPC error. But we don't need gRPC errors because we are not using a gRPC connection in this code, so we actually don't need to do this, I think. So let's see what this command is saying. Cannot. Oh, actually, it's not just our gRPC errors. gRPC is also using SQL errors. It's not just SQL errors. Okay, so this entire function here needs to go to a helper package. Needs to be lifted to a helper package. And we're going to do that in a separate commit, but we can prepare it already. So this is a file called error.go. Then it has maybe shout error. So where is this being called? It's called in multiple places. Okay, so we can export that too. And then this is called from other places, perhaps too. What does it say? It's not used too many places. So actually we are going to export those three functions. And so there's already a CLI error package. Right? So we can probably move it there. So let's see quickly. Base CFG.insecure. So base CFG is a global variable. That is not great. What else is using global variables in this code? Con insecure hint probably. Oh, that's just a local function, so we can ignore that. Let's see, is there any other global variable being used here? Doesn't look like it. That means that except for this little cfg.insecure boondongle, we can I don't know exactly. If the node is configured to require secure connections, moving secure and confuse secure credentials instead. Oh. This logic here is, yeah. It's not necessary anymore, is it? Yeah, All right, we're going to simplify this first. Okay, so first we're going to reset this change. We're going to reset these changes. All right, then we're going to replace this. Then we are going to simplify this. Extra insecure hint. That's the only thing that's really dependent on a global variable here. So yeah, so we're going to move this file into, going to move some function here. Then move that like this. Then like this. Like this. All right. And then we're going to make a little commits at a time. Actually, no. Maybe actually the doctor refactor branch is the right place to do this. So let's do it bit by bit, like this. So we have this and this. This will be ignored. Then we do Bazel generate, because now we have one more file. All right, one more file. Yep, thank you. All right, then we are going to export this. And we need to see all these colors. I'm not sure whether we really want that logic to continue to exist, but it's not today's fight to fight. Like this. Briefly verify this continues to build. Yep. Probably does. There's no reason for not. And then we have this. Then this thing here is called maybe decorate gRPC error. We probably want to rename this. So it is in 2 packages. So I'm good with that. All right. Is that what we wanted? Like this. Okay. All right, next step. We are going to move this file to a different package. So shout is okay. Shout. No, it's not okay. It's completely not okay. Okay. So what's going on here? I created a new package because we have these problems that we have a standalone SQL shell that is depending on the package clear, but we don't want this to depend on too many other packages. And we need to explain this in a document. Okay. Okay. So that's is fine. Then next file error.go decorate error.go. All right. Like this. Then this one here. Oh, I forgot to simplify this function. All right, I'm going to commit this, but actually stash it. Stash it. All right. Let's do this again. We have this extra insecure hint. Like this. And then extra goes away like this. Like this. Like this. I don't think we have unit testing for this. I was really like... Okay. Okay, and now we can stop this. And then go to this one, and there is a same deal. Okay, I think I did this wrong. Okay, let's do this again. Extra insecure hint. Extra insecure hint. Okay. Extra oh, it's not there anymore. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. So it's maybe decorate error. This is clear plus. We're good. This is still okay. And now we need to rename mentions of this to clear error plus. Okay. And then we're going to do go imports w like this. Then we do this one, and then the same story. All right, and then we need to do the shout thing. Check and maybe shout error. Okay. This. Like this. I think. Let's commit this. Maybe shout 2 times. Yeah, that does work. So do it again. And see. I think we're good. And then we can build this and hope for the best. Didn't work. Yep, okay. That was a doofus. Okay. All right. Cool. Now we're going to try this again. And then we're going to edit this. And then do a clear plus like this. And then we have a couple of global variables that need to be passed as arguments. That's okay. That is completely okay. The fact that this needs configuration is a feature. All right, so it's been more than 1 hour that we were at work. Well, 1 hour and 15 minutes. And as those things go, it's important to take a break. So I recommend that we all step out away from the computer and move a little bit and hydrate. And then we will gather again, maybe in 2 to 3 minutes. See you in a bit, everyone. And we are back on stream. Okay, so we have a couple of global variables that our editor is very friendly to indicate to us. So let's add those here. And what does it say? Use systemdb. What is this? It looks like some kind of constant. All right, so the SQL client code is a bit of an embarrassment. This code here, all this code needs to go to a different package too. We already have a clean SQL client. So what is this function really doing? It's using the CLI ctx.insecure flag. So there is a global variable here. There is a SQL con timeout, which is another variable. So we're going to need to populate just con timeout. So this is a string. Wait, where's this actually? Where's this defined? Oh, it's an environment variable. Okay, so that's fine. That is fine. So let's see where this is being used. And then this is in a function called context. So this is defining a SQL ctx context for the benefit of makeCon. The question I could have is whether the SQL context that is here is being used anywhere else in an assignment. So here we see defaults, suppose. We have a SQL ctx here, flags, oh, flags. Okay, so here we do have command line flags. Okay, so SQL client will assign more flags to the SQL ctx before it gets passed into the connection. Okay. Then we have a parse URL. Oh, it's a callback, yeah. That's a shell ctx. Okay, so let's see. I'm a bit confused. SQL ctx is a SQL config context. This is a shell config input file. So what is input file used for? I'm a little bit confused about how this inherits. Oh, one of these is inherited. Ah, that is what it is. Okay. I was confused. SQL CFG context. So one of these inherits, doesn't it? Oh no, it's context like this. Oh, it's a shell instance. But no, it's not a shell instance. Wait. This make SQL client thing is not used for the shell, is it? Make SQL client. Let's see. So only the SQL shell command and probably demo, but I don't even see it for demo, would use make SQL client. With all these features that write to SQL CTX here. The others, they don't use this at all. Then we have load default, SQL CTX meccan. Application name, ensure con. So this has a shell config. Okay. Okay, well, I don't hate it anymore. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So I wonder why this make SQL client needs to be in the CLI package. We have this make client con URL. What does this do? This construct a URL. Okay, we're good with that. No, we're actually not necessarily good with that. Let's see. This uses the there is some RPC code here. So it's like the TLS client TLS configuration is not very well encapsulated. So we're going to ignore that for a second. We'll load security options. Yeah, ignore that for a second. Then we have this is only using this insecure flag. And others and that. CTX is using config. And it inherits based on config. Okay, that's why. Okay, so CLI CTX is kind of leaky. Then we have this log thing, which is kind of a problem too, because we don't want a dependency on the log file in CLI SQL CFG. Then we have this. Okay, so we have a lot of kind of intricate dependencies. So this make SQL client is kind of an embarrassment. It's a bit too promiscuous in certain ways. So we can't just go there right away. So I'm fearful that that idea I had to move the doctor command already into a sub package was premature. So we can't actually do this right away. So I'm going to commit this. But with the understanding that we can't create a PR just yet because this code is not ready. It has too many global dependencies. Instead, we're going to take the commit just before it and say that we have a branch. like this. And maybe we should start with something that is slightly more easy. Search.go maybe. Does it? It has PKG security, yeah, maybe. Security doesn't depend on much, does it? Or maybe it does. Maybe it does. Let's see what security depends on. Oh, it depends on everything, so it's much too large. Create CA pair. Okay. Then we have this. Then we have this. Also, there's a lot of dependency here. Okay, so we can't do this right away. Well, we could, right? It's not too much. Why do I say it's not? Why do I say it's a problem? It's not really a problem, is it? The question is really, does it depend on global variables? That's the most important. Maybe. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, let's do it. Let's try. Then we have a cert test. Okay. This. And that's going to be a cert_test because otherwise we can't import the CLI package. Then this is like this. Oh. There will be here some trouble. Like this. Third defaults. Okay. We have cert defaults here. Then we have this. Then cert defaults dot defaults dot Okay. Mine's the right directory. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So we're back here. Like this. And then we have base CFG. Okay, so we do have some global variable dependency. Base CFG. It's just those two. Okay. Override files. Init preflag cert defaults. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a configuration for global defaults. Okay. Where is it being used? Ah, here. And where is this called? It's called in a couple of places. But none of these places is using the search command. And so whether the search default here needs to be reset is unclear. Allow CA key reused. Oh, so now we have here global. Oh, look at this. So we have here usage of global variables from this file in this file. And then we have empty create tenant client CA cert command. It's just empty cert. All right, so this is the same bundle of commands. Like this. Then we have clear cert, empty cert. All right, so we have this. And then we have those flags. And like this. Okay. And they are confused by the missing please cert. These are confused by the missing base CFG. All right. Yes. Okay. So there is a SSL search tier that needs to be start search CMDs. Oh, so we don't need it here. Then we have create a client CA cert command. Okay, so SSL search there for this does not need to be set. Oh, that's amazing, and that is so convenient. That is so convenient. And CA key. What about CA key? This one creates here cert, client node cert. All these commands, they don't. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's so perfect. All these commands don't need this to be defined there. So all these. All this configuration doesn't need to hang off base CFG. It's a cert CFG. And the same with key size and override files. So ahead of moving the code to a different file, let's reset this. Reset, checkout, and then start again. We're going to move this code, move those variables to a different context here. It's going to be better this way. Context D, okay. CLI CTX is this one. And then we have this here. Okay. 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 Okay, I actually want this. This is better. Then we have this. Like this. And we are going to have like this. Then like this. Okay. That will now go away. Like this. Then we are going to have search ctx dot here. Like this. Like this. This is okay, dear. Like this. Oh, by the way, did I? Yeah, so that will go to APR already. Okay. Like this. Like this. Then we have this one. Goes to flags.go. We have three flags. Flags default. And then we have this function. Goes like this. Then this goes away. Like this. We have base default source directory. SLCA key, where is that defined? Base config key. Doesn't have a default value. That's fun. Okay. Context. Like this. And now we need to modify flags.go. This. Okay. Okay. Search ctx. Search commands. Search there. Insert principal map. Okay. Client node, client search, empty. Okay. So that doesn't. That is it. That is not it. First here, yeah, okay. So let's look at this search principal map. Like this. That works. What is the name of this command? Doesn't say, huh? Does it? Use. The name is not there. Short example. How does the command map to a name? This, like this. So maybe just the use field in the command is sufficient to give it a name. That's fun, interesting. Okay. Then we can bring this over here. And these are the clients. Like this. Okay. So that goes away. So I have CIA, node cert, client cert, then client. So all of them, really. CIA key size override files goes here. And then this one. Like this. I think that works. And this doesn't need to exist anymore. And it's simplified. So the reason why we're simplifying this code, by the way, is to make it possible later to move this entire flag configuration logic to a separate package, to make it simpler to reason about as well. This. There's no fix. So we'll update that in a bit. Okay. So we have two principal maps. So where is this being used? I don't like this one. Just makes me unhappy a little bit. We seem to have some kind of permanent damage. Third principal map is not being... Okay. This creates a global variable. As in transform principal. Okay, so it's a global variable. We don't like it, but it's what it is. So we're going to have two times this. One for the search commands and one for the client commands. And client count part is here. Here. Okay. Okay. That is fine. And then we have the third principal map is here. This okay. And then we have flux.goes, that's one thing here. And then okay. This is a one or the other. Let's see. see. What are we missing? Things that might build. Oh, flag.go. We have one which is for search commands, and we have one for sys1. Like this. Okay. Use a content. Also, so baby steps. Okay. Well, that was a lot of refactoring. We're not completely done moving things to a sub package, but it's we're like improvements. Improvements are made. The search command is relying on fewer global variables. These constants might go to a different package later, but like bit by bit we can start to see the end of the tunnel. So maybe here, in fact, we can also avoid this init function. So how does this look like? Create tenant client. Yeah, okay. And lists. Oh, maybe I made a mistake. What mistake did I make? How is called? What is this function called that I usually use? Color diff. Oh, okay. What do you do? Git diff tool. Git. Okay. Never mind. So it's all commands except for the list command. So the list does not take key size of a write file. Yeah, okay, so not all commands take the list thing. Okay, so I made a mistake here. Let's fix it. Search ctx is here, okay. Okay. And then there is this init command. You don't really need this, right? You can do this. Like this. And then like this. And then call it. And this way we don't need any init function. So this is a command, and this one here is avoiding an init function. Okay. All right. Here we are. Here we are. All right. So we did quite a few refactors today. It's been 2 hours. I think I will call it a day. Thank you for the company, everyone, and have a absolutely great day. We will see each other again next week. So as you've seen, the stream has moved to Thursdays. So see you next Thursday all. Goodbye.